This game is essentially a space survival shooter where you pilot different spaceships through a randomly generated universe, fighting off waves of aliens while collecting resources from planets between battles. Think of it as a mix between those popular survivors games and a traditional top-down shooter, but instead of just running around avoiding enemies, you actively fly around space and land on planets to gather stuff. This video is sponsored by Luciano Bersini, and as always there are no restrictions in place for talking about this game. The core gameplay is pretty straightforward. Aliens spawn in waves. You shoot them down while flying around. And when the wave ends, you have some breathing room to fly over to nearby planets. The landing on planets requires a bit of skill since you need to approach them carefully, because if you crash into them too hard, you will take damage. Once you land perfectly, you drain the planet of its resources and gain experience points, currency and sometimes health. As you level up during runs, you can pick from different upgrades and abilities. These can be anything from basic stat boosts like more damage or movement speed to wild abilities like summoning black holes, shooting homing projectiles, or creating protective barriers. The upgrade system also has talents you pick when leveling up, artifacts you can equip before starting a run, and items you can buy from shops using the currency you collect. What makes it interesting is the ship variety. Each spaceship has completely different abilities and playstyles. For example, one has a defensive shield that absorbs damage and reflects it back. Another can dash through enemies with invincibility, and there's one that can create massive black holes to suck in enemies and their drops. So the ships feel genuinely different to play, not just cosmetic changes. The universe generation keeps things fresh since every playthrough creates a new map with different planet types, shop locations and layouts. The game also has different biomes that change the background and atmosphere as you progress. Between the alien waves, you're frequently making decisions about where to go next. For example, do you focus on harvesting as many planets as possible for currency, or rush to the next safe spot before the next wave hits? The timer keeps ticking even during these calm moments, so you can't just sit around forever. The progression system also has missions that act like achievements, unlocking new ships and permanent upgrades. The game seems designed for quick sessions where you can jump in, play through a stage or two, and feel like you've accomplished something. The visual style is pretty colorful and busy, with lots of particle effects and screen-filling explosions, which some people love and others don't. The game takes the familiar survive waves of enemies while getting stronger formula and adds just enough unique mechanics, with the space travel and planet harvesting, to feel like its own thing rather than just another clone. And that sentence concludes today's video. If your time was respected, a like or comment is very much appreciated.